The sirens just went off, and I got up and went in to move him, and it hit.
This barn was destroyed as the tornado moved across the area, and there's been some questions as to whether or not this actually was a tornado or strong straight line winds. But take a look at this damage path. It's over a football field in length. We've got pieces of siding, shingles, and 2x4s.
I walked out and I had one flashlight and I shined it on me. I shook my head, went back in, and I said, we lost the barn.
Strong straight line winds will destroy a structure. Tornadoes will twist and rip and deposit pieces of the structure all across the long area.
It tore off the garage. It did some damage to the upstairs where we have a bedroom on that end.
When the twister moved through, a portion of the Smith's roof was ripped off, 12 by 15 foot section, thrown over 100 feet, and here it lies right in front of me. And you also see behind me along the tree line a lot of trash and insulation piled up as strong winds whipped across this community.
It was like hitting a brick wall. It was just a complete shock. I mean, I had no earthly idea anything like this was happening.
Roofing trestles became missiles and were buried a foot deep in the ground. Grass and roots peeled back by the fierce winds.
Now I've got a guy, my guy that built my house is here.
As the destructive tornado headed towards Phil Knight's house,
it sounded traditionally like a train, a lot of popping, sounded like mini explosions.
It's nothing short of a miracle that while his house is surrounded by trees that are nearly 200 years old and 200 feet high, not a single one struck his house.
You see the trees laying parallel to the house in most directions, and all of them being a different direction. Yeah, I say that's pretty miraculous indeed.
Even though Good Friday gave us a wild ride for weather, there was a blessing in disguise. There were no injuries to report. Citizens here will be cleaning up the damage for weeks to come. In East Montgomery County, I'm meteorologist Matt Tanner, CBS 8 News.